welcome back. Okay, we're doing a run next door. Oh, I didn't even see that over there. They got any open
Head toward
Wi-Fi over
Fitzgerald
there.
Trail North, then turn left onto Fitzgerald Trail North. Turn left onto Fitzgerald Trail North, then you'll take your first left into the parking lot.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over to the vet building here. And in theory, if I could get the signal from right there by that pool house building, I was picking up the Wi-Fi from the YMCA over there. So in theory, I should be able to pull right in here to the vet building and park right there, and I should be able to still get the Wi-Fi for
Your destination is on the left.
for the YMCA. So we're gonna see. Okay, we better go like this first, since I'm right over on the backside here by Eco Lab or Bell Lab or whatever this is. I should do another quick scan. See what it comes up with. See if I got anything else open over here. Nope. Only thing I'm picking up is the YMCA, which I'm further away from it now over here. I'm going to turn around and come back, and then my signal should get stronger, stay the same, or be stronger. Back this up here. Now I'm going to be front end up. Quite a bit, actually. Holy mackerel. It's quite an uphill thing here. But we're going to shut that off to save some gas. Now we're going to hit the old scanner doodly here. Let's see what we got going on. I should still have the Wi-Fi for the Wi-Fi from the Y. Come on, where you at? Yeah, well, I guess that's what I'm on right now. So, seeing that's what I'm on, and I should still be on it, I am, then I should be able to do another speed check from here. Get a good test sitting still here without the motor running. It's probably going to be about the same. And then, because of where my window is, I should be able to bring this here Wi-Fi repeater back. I just moved it, you can see kind of. I should be able to bring that back to the back. I'm getting a little bit faster upload over here than I was in the next lot over. Maybe because there's a pond right there, so it's bouncing across the pond better. Yeah, I got 10 for an upload here, and I got 7 for an upload over there. So, I guess this is where I'm going to sit for now, as long as no one chases me away. The vet office is closed. There's no cars here. Apartment complex right behind me that doesn't look like it's fully rented. If it is, there's a lot of people that don't have vehicles. Oh, they do got underground parking though. That's right. Because I seen the garage. That's where I pulled up by last time. So. Yeah, that other car never moved. That from my last video, that was the dark SUV that when they're painting the lines, it's still there. So that was really nice. So one of the employees from in the government building here, where the library and the community service and the DMV, all that is, one of the employees came out and said they didn't know if I was, staying overnight there or whatever. And I said I did last night. And they said, well, just I wanted to let you know that they're going to paint the lines at 10 o'clock tonight, which they started early. They got started by like 9:20 or something like that. But I was already I was planning to get out of there earlier anyway. I was just finishing editing or exporting a video. And I told him, nope. I said, I'll get out here, so I appreciate you letting me know. I said, because I wouldn't want to be in the way. I said, same thing happened to me at Walmart. And that was at like 4:30 in the morning. And when I heard the guy go around me with the motor running, painting lines, I threw on my clothes quick and ran out there and started flashing my mag light at him to get his attention because he had his earbuds in listening to music. And I let him know. I said, hey, I'm going to pull out of here right now because he just went past me. So he's only so many spots down doing the line. So I'm going to get out of your way right now so I'm not in the way of you painting this corner spot where I was. And he just gave me a thumbs up, like, cool. So, and then as soon as I left there, yeah, he ended up finishing the little run he was on, and then he went back and did that corner. I'm glad I got out of there because, so far Walmart they haven't chased me out of there. And I don't know, it's kind of like a split lot. I think it's like that lot, I think, is co-owned between Arby's, this little strip mall, and Walmart. I think they all kind of share it, so, which is kind of good because it kind of makes it, makes the jurisdiction bounce a little bit or whatever, however that works, I don't know. But I think it benefits me to where I'm not as likely to get chased out, hopefully. Because I can't afford the gas to go to other places till I get income. I can't even afford the gas just to sit still. That's pretty bad, huh? Oh, it's bad when you can't afford the gas to sit still. But now that summer's coming, I got to try to get some kind of type of income. I'm amazed I made it through the winter. Well, I am and I'm not, because God said He'd provide. The Lord said He would, and He did. He got me through the winter. And I still feel the Lord, still feel like He doesn't want me to go to work yet. And it's driving me crazy. Because I am not afraid of work. I will bust my tail. And like my last job, I was working in a foundry. Just the hardest job I've ever done. Now, I don't want to have to go back to a foundry. I could. I've still got the strength and determination to do it. I don't know, but I can feel it on my body. And since I left the foundry, after working there a few years, 2.5 years or whatever, I could see it tearing down my body. Being around all the aluminum exposure and the heat and everything, I could see the different things it was doing to my skin and stuff. My feet were getting bad. My hands were getting bad. Then I started researching the effects of having aluminum exposure and being around it a lot. And not good at all. Not good. All the things that happen to your body. Not good. So I did. I'm glad I got out of there. And God was telling me to leave there anyway. I went there because I knew God wanted me to go there. And I found out after I was there that's because He wanted me to help people that needed help. So He sent me there to help them. I know He did. And I did. I helped a lot of people in different ways there. Some I helped a lot more than others. I know I changed their life. That'll change their life for the rest of their life in a positive way. And then God told me it was time to go. And I let my coworkers know. They kind of bummed out a little bit. But I said, well, God said they've done what I'm supposed to do here, And you'll still be my friend. I just probably won't see you as much, but I'll always care about you. And then I'll have to, maybe once a year or something, I'll try to get together with them or something. I've already been through a year away from there now and haven't talked to them all. And a bunch of them have texted me and stuff, and they're turning to me for healing and answers and stuff. But I got I care about them, but my life is a mess right now. I'm trying to figure out how to stand on my own feet, let alone try to take care of a whole bunch of other people. And otherwise, I'll collapse and fall. What good am I if I end up in the gutter, So I went where God wanted me to go, been there a year without work and money. He said he'd provide, and he did. He got me through the winter. It's amazing. And in part of that process, part of my job was to learn how to accept help more, because I have an ego problem when it comes to accepting help, or I did. It still bothers me a little bit, but I've changed. I've learned that it still ain't easy, though. It still ain't easy. Before I would have froze to death or died before I would have asked for help. And so I guess I learned something good out of it. I don't know. For myself personally, it's in the flesh or whatever. It's kind of hard to explain how I feel about that, because it's still a hard thing, and so I still have some of that pride in me, But I did learn to accept help. I don't ask for it as much. I did have to ask for it a few times too, and that was hard, even harder. Thank the Lord, He sent people to me throughout this all that just came to help me without me asking. And then there are people I had to ask for help too. At some of the churches, I went back and asked for help a few times for help with fuel or whatever, And that was to keep my diesel heater running so it wouldn't freeze and stuff. And sometimes it was by the skin of my teeth. Boy, I'd just be down to nothing and sweating bullets, and then somebody'd help me, So it's been an experience. It's been pretty wild. And I'm really frustrated now, because I've been arguing with God about it. That something's got to give, something's got to change. I started this channel because He wanted me to start talking about it more. And when He said that, I started talking about it more at the foundry. And that went well. I was a little nervous about it, because I always kept it to myself more, because as a kid growing up, I heard people saying, oh, those are the Jesus freaks, or those are the Bible bangers, blah, blah, blah. So like they're making fun of them. So then I kind of hid my relationship with the Lord more. And didn't speak about it as much. But I told God when He wanted me to start talking about it more, I said, well, people might think I'm crazy because my mom just died, and my brother and my sisters and stuff, everybody got greedy and took everything. I've lost everything except for what I got in this camper right now. I mean, my motorcycle, my Jeep, I had two storage units full of stuff. I had stuff at my sister's. My brother sold everything else. I had a race car trailer full of the whole house from West St. Paul with all my DJ equipment from the DJ years, with turntables and amps and music and all that. I had multiple computer towers and computer systems. I had my office desk and all kinds, and brand new fridge, all kinds. I mean, a whole house. I had a whole house in this thing. So, anyway, not to get bitching about that, but I still have faith in the Lord, and I know it all happened for a reason. And as much as it hurts, I lost up most of the stuff first, except for then I had the two storage units I was hanging on to. The whole time I was at the foundry, I kept paying for those storage units. So I was paying about $300 a month for the two storage units, about $150 a piece, and over 2.5 years. And so when this all started happening, when God wanted me to leave the foundry, it was really tough for me, because I knew I wanted to save more money to have more of a cushion. God kept telling me I had to go. It just was all weird. It was a whole weird situation, push and shove, and I ended up getting fired, kind of, but it just, I don't know. But anyway, there's that word sneaking in. So I told God when all this happened, and once I realized I wouldn't be able to pay my storage units anymore because I hadn't found work yet, I thought, well, when my first month I couldn't pay, it was very stressful. I shed a lot of tears and stuff because of the stress and everything. And I kept thinking, well, maybe I'll get work and I can get caught up. Then the second month, and I thought, well, I'm getting further behind, but I could still pull it off, And I just kept hanging on to hope, and and I could feel God not wanting me to work, because He'd already told me that, and He didn't want me to work a normal job. I don't know. I haven't figured all that out yet, but I can still feel it now. And I'm getting really frustrated, because after leaving the foundry, oops, dang it, I started this channel. Dropped the cap for this bottle. Oh, dang it. There it is. dirt in there. So I started this channel, which ties into stuff from the past, because it's kind of weird how God works. And sometimes, so many people that, I shouldn't say it sounds funny to so many people, but some people will understand when I'm saying that sometimes when you get further down the road, you're able to look back and see why things happened, kind of, and how it made other things fall into place. Well, I can kind of see that with everything that's going on with me now, and because of doing this channel and my other channel that I quit when my mom passed because of all the craziness and stuff that was going on. And my mom had told me that she believed this was going to be my thing, you know, doing social media, making videos and stuff like that. She really liked what I started doing on my other channel, and she was in some of the videos just briefly, you know. And I'm glad I've got some of that video of her because it's good memories. When I was working the foundry, I never had time to do videos or nothing, you know. I mean, I understand after my mom died and I first moved down to stay with my other sister for a little while. First winter I stayed in her basement. Then once spring came, I moved out to the camper because it was parked in her driveway. And of course, at the time, I just figured, out of my brother and my other sister, I figured, you know, they had already been doing sneaky stuff, rotten stuff. And I thought, well, you know, my younger sister, I really thought she'd changed more too, but it only took a matter of time before I started finding out other stuff going on. And it's almost like, you know, hanging out in the Black Widow's den or something, or a viper pit or something with all these people. So I walked away from them all. And here I am, making these videos. And I'm glad. I enjoy doing these videos and stuff. And these videos are different. These videos, because I don't want to be on camera, I had to get used to being on camera. So now I just hit record, and whatever happens, happens, whatever I talk about. And I can talk about some really good, deep subjects sometimes, and relate stuff with God and my faith and all that stuff. And then sometimes it's about, you know, the things we go through in life and how I've made it through some really tough situations. And I know that people hearing my story might open their mind to other options in their life, you know, that might help. That very well, it's going to help some people. I know, well, it already has, you know. So just doing this channel has already paid off, because just the different people that have commented to me or in person came up and hugged me and said something about my video making them feel like I was talking right to them, and I could just see how much they related and stuff and how much it meant to them, you know. So it is reaching some people, you know. Now I just got to figure out how to make a survivable income and be able to keep doing it, you know. So I've been kind of pissing and moaning and bitching with God about it all, because I'm doing everything that I feel He's telling me to do, or I know He's telling me to do. But I do get doubting it sometimes, like, you know, am I hearing it or feeling it correctly or that? But then the minute I start doubting it, He'll confirm it in so many different ways. And I got videos about that too, in these whole chain of videos that I'm getting close to 500, which blows my mind, that many in 8 months. But I'm going to better get going here, because it's almost 20 minutes long. So once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching it. Big old thumbs up, like that thumb that's fatter in my head there. If you made it to the end here. And God bless you. We'll see you on the next one.